You in the mood for a winter plant tour? I cleaned the house, I watered all the plants, I cleaned everything up. I'm ready to show you. If you're curious to see how the plants and I are getting along in the dead of winter, keep watching.
Have my marble queen pothos. Have my syndapsus. On my bedstand I have a crimson princess and the Hoya Lisa. This little guy drew one for me at a carnival. And then hanging above, on my side, I have a Hoya I just got at Lowe's. It's labeled DS70. I actually think that it's a Sang. So I'm going to do some more research, get back to you on that. It shed a lot of leaves since it's been home. It was, of course, very soaking wet. And then to the right, this is my Asobia. Very pretty, delicate little plant. You can see it's starting to trail. By the closet I have my variegated peace lily. You can see it's starting to get some brown tips. There's not as much humidity upstairs as there is downstairs. On top of my vanity I have I think it's the Mandula. Pretty little plant. It doesn't do much. It doesn't do a whole lot of growing. She's pretty. Originally I bought this cabinet to house my anthuriums in, and I realized that I wasn't able to really properly maintain humidity. So I pulled them out and I put my green philodendron and my moonshine, and then sitting up on top I have a crimson queen. On Drew's side of the bed of my Hoya Shapirdii, my Hoya Retusa, and then hanging I have my DS70, which is starting to bloom for me. They haven't opened yet though. And my standard string of hearts on a little shelf that I put together in like 5 minutes from scrap wood. And she's trailing nice. So here's a bird's eye view of the first floor. Here's this corner. And my other corner of the window. And then I'll show you the hanging plants next. But we'll start here and work our way over so we don't lose the light. I love this little corner. I think this is just so pretty. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Starting there on the bottom, my Hoya carnosa standard green, Hoya obovata, Philodendron gloriosum, Hoya carrii, and then my Alocasia frydek is behind. On the windowsill, I have an unknown jungle cactus, my Thanksgiving cactus, Peperomia hope, my Dischidia ovata, Philodendron Brazil propagation, Scientia. Forget what this one is. Fluorescens? Another Hoya propagation. My macrophylla that hasn't done anything. If you're wondering what that is, my windowsills, I stuff it with toilet paper to keep the drafty air out. And then in this corner, I have my Bantel Sensation, my tiny little piece of Rhapidiflora tetrasperma that I made a moss pool for because I love making them now. My Discolor. This is actually my second plant. The first one that we made the trellis for, that died. So when I saw this at the nursery a few weeks ago, I bought it. Not too good at raising these. We can't seem to figure each other out. Here I have my Zebrina calathea, Icunifolium, which is starting to give me a new leaf. If I can find it. So I'm excited for that. Haven't had a new leaf since I got this plant. So it'll be exciting to see that leaf come out. And then I have my Hoya kentiana. And here, kind of a little bit more in the shade, I have my Sayuri Sansevieria, which I just repotted. It needed it. Here, hanging from my curtain rod, I have a Brazil, a donkey tail, and then in the corner hangs my Royal Hawaiian Publicalis. My Pelea peperomoides. My plant shelf is there in the background. We'll go through that in a minute. And then over here beside the couch I have my Syngonium. Not sure of the exact species of this one. But this has done really well for me. I've had this plant over a year and it really likes this corner. One of the only plants I have in a plastic pot. So, tackling the plant shelf, we have my Alocasia African Poly, down to 2 leaves. I only usually get 3, and then 1 falls off and I get another. My Hoya linearis. My Hoya bella. we have finally decided to start getting along. I'm actually getting new growth from her now. And my Hoya Crinkle 8. Here's the second shelf. Hoya Lucanosa. You can see has got a peduncle. He's going to flower for me soon. That's exciting. Haven't seen this one bloom yet. The little fox planter. I have a, I'm not sure, it's a variety of Carnosa. My variegated string of hearts. Getting long and beautiful. My standard green Hindu rope. And then this little guy is my string of turtles. Here's the third shelf. My Hindu root Monalau. Hoya Curtsii. My Publicalix Splash. Hoya Callistifolia. Hoya Fungi. And then one of my prized possessions and one of my prized pots, my Polyneura. Here's the third shelf. In the back I have my Hoya Comungiana with a Peperomia hitchhiker in it. A variegated carrii. It's rooted, but it hasn't had any new growth on it yet. Beantown Houseplants sent me this a while ago. This, you guys haven't seen her yet. I got her about a week ago. She arrived in the mail a day late. The heat pack was dead. The soil was very cold. I wasn't sure she was gonna make it. She spent a week on my heat mat just trying to warm up. I did definitely lose some leaves, but overall, she's gonna survive. So finally, my #1 wish list plant here, folks. My outer variegated Hindu root. Then I have a little piece of a Monalau, another Publicalix, two pieces of Hindu root that propagated, and then in the back of that is my variegated Kentiana. And a species of Hoya australis. Alright, and then on the bottom shelf, quick overview. My multiflora that grows like a weed. A piece of driftwood. That's part of a project for another video we got coming up. Stay tuned for that one. And then here on the heat mat, I have the Albo Monstera I got from the giveaway. And you can see here, if I can get it to zoom in for us, I'm getting a new leaf. I can't wait for that. Here I have my Encrocida. giving me new growth. My serpens is propagating in water. If you remember me saying a couple different times I was pretty sure that it was dead. Well, instead of throwing it away, I decided to put it in water, and look at that. New leaves, new growth. That is a piece of DS70. It has the tiniest little peduncle on it, so I threw that into water. And I think there's just another stick of DS70 in there also that has the tiniest little leaf on it. So I thought I would throw it in water instead of just throwing it away. In this propagation, I have a piece of, Mary sent me this. Hoya Rebecca, maybe? I forget what that one was. Mary, you have to tell me in the comments. And then a piece of Bella. And then in there is a surprise for another video. And here is a surprise for another video. And there is a surprise for another video. I'm not telling, but if you think you can guess, let me know in the comments. Stay tuned for this, because I'm excited. Then on the rack beside it, looks like this. Not a whole lot of plants on this one. I've got my Sansevieria Samurai. A piece of propagated Hoya. One of my new additions, my Varicosum. This thing has been really stressed out, but I think we've figured it out. I water it pretty frequently. I sit it right by the humidifier, and I try to give it good light. Thank you, Crazy Plant Man, for giving me the tips on how to nurse this puppy back. I appreciate it. Then over by the TV, I have my Dischidia. This thing, I let it grow. It grows pretty quick. I let it grow, I chop a piece, I stick it right back in the soil. It roots very easily. I don't even put rooting hormone on it. I'm trying to fill the pot and then I'll let it trail. My jewel orchid. And another standard green Hoya carnosa. And then sitting here in the dark behind the other side of the TV, I have my ZZ plant. Here is Mom's room. I don't have too many plants in here. This room, just kind of more than anything anymore, just kind of holds my extra planters, my extra pots, and also my recording equipment. So I don't really have too many plants in here. I have 2 moonshines. I have another syngonium. And then I have another marble queen. And a tiny little piece of propagated ZZ. Alright guys, coming into the kitchen. My Cebu Blue will greet you. I have a couple plants there by my window. I have a plant shelf up there. And then this is where I record most of the videos that you guys see are in that little corner. So we'll start with this gorgeous guy. Such a great little easy plant. Very healthy, very lush. just happily sits here and grows. Never any trouble with him. Up on top of my hosier, I have my strawberry begonia, my neon pothos, another pride and joy of mine. Such a common plant, but it's gorgeous. I love that plant. I'll bring you around so you can see it. Such a pretty plant. So happy. Another one that just sits there. Doesn't never give me any trouble. Just grows. Here in the recording corner, my Syndapsus hangs. Hoya Crimson Queen. Couple different Hoya propagations there. Piece of a princess. And another one that Mary sent me actually is in there also. Hoya verticulata. Starting to get roots, so I plopped it in there with the other ones. And then we know these guys. My Metallicum. And my Clarinervium, whose leaf is just getting huge. There's the new leaf. It'll just keep growing until it reaches its mature size, and then it'll harden off. And then I have a snake plant down there. My Warm Mist Vicks humidifier. And then on the second shelf I have a Brazil propagation. Cool. Here's the shelf behind the kitchen table. I scored that at Lowe's. No, I scored this at Home Depot a few weeks ago. You gotta be crazy to not like that plant. So pretty. It likes its home up there too. It's been growing like crazy since I brought it home. And then a Hoya Crimson Princess trails down. Hoya Queen. And then the last one up here is another Philodendron Micans. It just kind of trails and trails and trails and trails and trails. Gorgeous plant. This one actually needs watered. I missed him yesterday when I was watering all the other ones. So after this tour's over, I'll give him some water. And then in this corner, I have an Orbitfolia, who also looks like she needs a drink of water. Big, huge leaves. A neon propagation. Lemon lime philodendron. And Mary sent me this Maranta. We weren't sure this one was gonna make it. It came pretty much frostbit. It was a very full plant when she sent it to me, but only the middle part of the plant survived. But it's doing great, Mary. So thanks for sending her. And then up above the coffee pot, I have a little piece of Syndapsus. I don't know why, but I just love the look of that one little vine. That little plant makes me happy. Some Monstera addisoni wide form I'm propagating. I'm going to do a moss pool for that. And a couple Monstera leaves that I'm propagating so I can do a moss pool for them. And then that last guy is a Syndapsus exotica that Brad sent me. It's so hard to get good lighting at these windows, guys. Here I have my ruby necklace. Happy little plant. I love seeing this every morning. Little bunny ear cactus. On the windowsill I have another variegated Kentiana. Watermelon peperomia. Fairy tale cactus. Jade. Rainbow peperomia. Bearded cactus. And another unknown cactus. And then on this side of the windowsill, another princess. And then on my kitchen table, I have my ZZ plant that Mary sent me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day.